Our mission at First Central Presbyterian Church is to grow in faith, reach out in love, and worship with joy. Our new organ is not just a pipe dream anymore. We want to give you an idea of what we hope and pray will be a new reality for our church at worship.
Our Moeller pipe organ was almost 70 years old and in need of retirement. Originally, it was built for the Central Presbyterian Church over on Grape Street in 1950. In 1978, it was relocated to what was then the brand new sanctuary of the First Central Presbyterian Church. The organ should have been refurbished and reconfigured for the new space, but since it was not, the mechanical condition deteriorated steadily over the years until an organ committee was finally formed in 2004 to develop a solution. By that time, 30% of the instrument had become inoperable. Thanks to the truly philanthropic generosity of one of our own members, a new Dan Garland pipe organ will be installed at FCPC in time for Advent Christmas season 2018. This new Garland organ will repurpose nearly 50% of the pipework from our old organ, while adding new pipework to create an instrument twice the size of that 1950 instrument. Finally, our church will have an organ made specifically for our congregation and for our sanctuary, an organ that will carry on the long tradition of vibrant worship music at First Central and will serve our congregation for generations to come.
This $800,000 Garland organ is a gift to First Central. Our responsibility now is to give the new organ a new home where it can be used to its fullest potential. Let's envision together what we can do with your help.
Our plan is for an expanded chancel area with permanent room for the grand piano as well as the new organ console. We will also have ample room for our bell choir or a small orchestra on special occasions like Easter and Christmas. With a movable pulpit and organ console, we hope to provide greater flexibility for special musical events, including our Sacred Art Series and our annual Christmas pageant, as well as other concerts and recitals in our sanctuary.
Right now, the choir is essentially divided in two, with the organ sitting in between. There's a phasing problem because those that are on the one side of the choir can't hear those that are on the other side, and so trying to keep both sides together is an issue. And the plans that we have, the choir will be brought together, one unit, and the choir loft will be angled so it will curve out. They'll actually be able to hear each other. And so that will help tremendously as far as ensemble and blend and balance and all those musical things that we try to work for. So the new design of the sanctuary is something that I'm really looking forward to because I think it will enhance the quality of the choral sound that we achieve with the choir.
We hope to replace our crowded, inadequately sized choir room. It was originally designed to be a small office for the pastor when the sanctuary was built. The new choir suite on the second floor above the parlor will have a large practice room, robing room, and music library. The old rehearsal space will be renovated and put to good use by our handbell choir as a practice space.
The problem with our current choir room, the size of the room, really only maybe 20 people can comfortably fit in the room. And we are usually between 20 and 30 people on a given Sunday morning in the choir, so it is very cramped. Add to this the robes that are also in that space, and then the room is broken up, so there's not a good flow. So the new choir suite would provide a large rehearsal space so that we had room for 30 or more people. The designs show a nice place for robing. People that are robing and getting their music are not in the way of those that are trying to get to their seats, so it provides a nice flow for Sunday mornings.
From the introit, the prelude to the postlude, the congregational singing, everything that we do in the service is about 1/3 of the service's music. It's so important.
And to think that the key component to our music was relying on a 67-year-old organ that wasn't designed for our sanctuary, and for the fact also that it was not functioning fully. So it kind of begs the question, why wouldn't you support this project?
Our family moved to Abilene about 20 years ago, and when we looked for a church home, we loved First Central. We fell in love with the friendly congregation, but also its music program. It is so wonderful and inviting. I love the music at First Central.
Sitting in the choir for the last 15 years, I've heard this 67-year-old organ play beautiful music, but I've also been hearing all of the creaks and the groans and the moans and the squeaking and all the extraneous noises that it's been doing. I've also been able to watch our Dr. Larry Waltz perform, and he's been sitting down in a pit that people can't normally see, only those in the choir that are sitting up high. And Larry is very passionate about his playing. He's an excellent musician, and I think you will enjoy seeing Larry work his magic on the keyboard when the sanctuary is redesigned and the new organ console is moved out front.
How can you help? $547,000 is our congregation's responsibility for this project. It is going to require all of our support. Your financial investment doesn't have to be provided all at once. It can be spread out over a 5-year period of time.
Our campaign theme is praising God with organ and song, and the two most important words in that theme are praising God. That's why we're doing this, and we want to do it together with joy.
Today, we are asking for your help. Would you consider a 5-year commitment? Join us in realizing this opportunity to invest in the future of First Central Presbyterian Church. The new organ will last for another 100 years. Our worship chancel space will be enhanced in ways that the future church will find more flexible and spacious. The sound of our instrumental and choral music will be enriched in a way that will heighten the spiritual experience for years to come. Let's do it together. Let's do it for God's glory.